Hey y'all, welcome to video 3. This time I'm going to show you how to use acrylic inks and how I mix my white, my base white. Alright, so I'm going to fill up this cup with the 7 ounces. Okay. And then, okay, so this is, wow, this is some strong stuff. I'm going to use the deep gold. And this stuff is really cool because it has a nice little, let me see if I can show you. It's got a nice little stopper on it, or a nice little glass squeezy. I know someone's going to be able to tell me what the name of it is, but it's a dropper, it's a dropper. Okay, so to 7 ounces, I'm going to add 3 dropperfuls of the ink. That's just to start out. I may add more. I may not. It just depends how this wants to react. I'm getting my nice color, my nice deep gold. But I mean, 3 dropperfuls, really? That's like nothing, because this whole jar is only 1 ounce. So I really would be upset if I had to put an entire bottle in here. Okay, I'm gonna have to add a little bit more. So I'm gonna do 2 more dropperfuls. And this is just a trial and error. I mean, you're obviously not going to put in the entire 1 ounce bottle. You're just trying to get it to where you can see the shimmer and it looks deep enough. But this deep gold's a really pretty color. But what's cool about MiX is that no matter what you do, it's going to dry clear and it's going to show through to the other colors. The transparency, you could try doing it a million different ways and it's always going to show a transparency. See, this was just 5 squirts and look at that. And that little dropper thing is super small. 5 times into this, awesome. Now I have another I have a Liquitex one where the dropper is bigger. So you may only use 2 of these, but you just keep going until you find what you're looking for. This also is only 1 fluid ounce. It does the same thing as this. They're about the same price at Hobby Lobby. My Hobby Lobby, my brand new one, I got this bottle for $6.99. I think the Liquitex are about the same price. But look at that. Awesome. Alright, so I'm going to set that aside. And I'm going to show you how I make my white. Now, I use a Voss water bottle. This Voss water bottle, every label is on every bottle exactly the same. So I have it measured out that this is a 28.74 ounce container. So what I do is I put my MiX right up to the top of this S, And I know that that sounds ridiculous, and you know, why do you do it that way? Why don't you just measure it out? Well, because I found out that this works, and I love the Voss water bottles because they've got a nice cap that goes on top. It keeps my paint nice and clean, and it's easy to fill. So I'm going to fill up just to the top of this S with MiX. And then I could have this bottle for a few paintings instead of, you know, just making it cup by cup. Okay, so that's about 21 ounces, which 7-to-1 ratio means I need to put in 3 ounces of this. Now I know that 3 ounces is to about right here. Okay? And that's only because I've measured it out and with water and figured that out. Well, are you going to come out? There we go. It's a new bottle. That's about 3 ounces. Okay. So then I don't add anything else to it. I put that cap on and I just shake the snot out of it. And that's it. That's how I make my white. I think I want to do one more with you because I want to show you how I mix my art alchemies. I absolutely love the art alchemies, okay? But because, so you just kind of keep shaking this until you don't see striations on the side of the bottle, and it's done. You've got to use a color to bind up, like I did with the pigment. You've got to use a tube paint. If you do not use a tube paint, this stuff will bleed, it will separate, it will do all the things that you do not want it to do by itself. So let me get, I wasn't really going to do this one, but I don't want to use that. All right, let's fill up my, I'm almost out of a bottle of MiX here. But it's well worth it to show y'all how to use the product, because if you don't know how to use the product, then you're wasting it. And I know it's not cheap, but it's not super expensive either. Okay, so I don't want to use that one. It's filthy. Okay, so what I want to do first, you want to try to get colors that are close together. So I'm going to use my Amsterdam Sky Blue Light, and I am going to put in, I wish my dog would stop barking, about 1 ounce. Now we all know that Amsterdams are not shimmery or sparkly or, you know, all the things. They are not that, but man, are they pretty. Their colors stay super true. They make me happy inside. So I've got my 1 ounce with my 7 ounces, and it's all mixed up. But let's make it shimmery. So I'm going to add in the Art Alchemy. Now, Art Alchemy has some ethanols and some alcohols in it that will make this break down. So you got to be real careful when using these, because you can't use them by themselves. They just do not work. Well, they don't work with MiX anyways. So just to make it a little bit shimmery, I'm just going to add that much. That's it. Just teeny tiny bit. I really don't want to waste it because that stuff is expensive. Okay. I'm going to put my cap back on. I'll let that dry out. And I'm going to mix it up. And it is going to give, that little bit is going to give this cup a beautiful sparkle. Nice, shimmery, little sparkle glitters. That Art Alchemy was actually the Sparks line, and this is Magical Pond. But it's magical, all right, because it made this very sparkly. I don't know if you can see it, but it is super sparkly now. So we just took that basic flat paint and just added that tiny, tiny amount just to make it into this pretty sparkly, shimmery. All right, I've got all my colors made to show you how to get cells and not get cells. So tune into the next video because that's what's being answered next. Bye.